Hello, students. The new chapter that we are going to deal with today is titled The Grammar of Anarchy by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Before even we try and understand what the writer is trying to talk about, we need to discuss about certain things that each citizen of India must certainly know. So there are some keywords in this chapter that need attention. The first and foremost is anarchy. So could you please tell me what exactly anarchy means? So there are a lot of other words from the word root archy, which are very popular. Other words are monarchy. And you take some time in listing out the other words. All right. I would also want you to know that there is a word that is opposite to anarchy. All right. So we all celebrate Independence Day, and we truly don't understand the concept behind uh, the Independence Day and the Republic Day. In 1947, we got independence from the British rule, and after which India was left with no proper government, no resources. It was in the state of poverty. And that was when the leaders got together, the freedom fighters and all the leaders who were involved in the process of freedom from the British rule, got together and created something called as the Constitution of India, the policy document that would help Indians to lead a proper, systematic, organized life in the country. So all the frameworks, all the entire policies were documented, and the constitution was formed, and that is when India gained it became a republic in the year 1950 on 26th of January. So these years from 1947 to 1950, it did not have a proper format, or there was no governance, there were no rules of governance. So India got a proper document this year. So the year 1947 to year 1950, we had no rule, or there was no proper governance, and that is a period which is called as anarchy. So that is a period that Dr. Ambedkar discusses in this particular chapter. All right. So we celebrate 15th August as Independence Day and January 26th as Republic Day. So I'm sure you understand the significance of these 2 days and why we as Indians celebrate it with so much of dedication, fervor, etc. So before independence, what was the status that our country had also needs to be discussed. So we shall, we shall have groups in our class, and we will have proper discussion on these keywords like anarchy, Independence Day, Republic Day, and unity in diversity, and how large a subcontinent India is, and what is the significance of these words called as unity, fraternity, liberty, and what does the word republic mean. So we will also learn something about the kind of involvement of uh, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in framing of our constitution. So let us hear what Dr. B.R. Ambedkar talks about, or let's know something about the author. So the chief architect of Indian Constitution and one of the makers of the modern Indian uh, country or nation, Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, was born in 1891 on April 14th in Madhya Pradesh. Hailing from a community considered as untouchable by the Hindus, Ambedkar grew up experiencing the trauma of seclusion and discrimination. So in school also there was a lot of discrimination that was experienced by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So despite being intelligent, despite having the willingness to learn, he wasn't treated equally. He was kind of bullied by the students of his class who belonged to the higher community and even the teachers. Somehow he struggled to study and went on to do his master's and then PhD. So he was a social reformer and he fought for the rights of his people from the deprived sections of the society. As chairman of the drafting committee of the constitution, he worked with great zeal to bring out a comprehensive document, and that was actually very inclusive. It included every citizen of our country, so there was no discrimination whatsoever in the drafting of the constitution. So in this capacity, he held the diverse populace of India together. So he was awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor, posthumously. Posthumously is after his death in 1991. In this particular chapter, Grammar of Anarchy, in fact, it is an excerpt from his original work. It's a closing speech, in fact, of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the Constitution Assembly in November 1949, just a few months before the country became a republic. All right. So the speech outlines the diversity of India and details the challenges the country would face in implementing the constitution, emphasizing the need to build a nation on the basis of social equality. Dr. Ambedkar unfolds a roadmap that India needs to follow in order to hold its fragments together and graduate from being a country to a full-fledged nation. So what's the difference between a country and a nation? Country is a land and the people. Nation is something that has people, their emotions, their culture, tradition, and a government. So we became a nation in the year 1950. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's 3 advices to give up the grammar of anarchy, to avoid hero worship, and to work towards a social and not just a political democracy is what is absolutely relevant in these days as well. So we shall go about reading the chapter, and this was presented in Mumbai, okay, in 1949, just while the entire assembly was about to finish. So it was a closing speech that Dr. Ambedkar gave in that particular. We shall discuss about what exactly he speaks in this chapter eventually.